Shannon Sharpe.
Mm-hmm.
Successful, got platform, got the status, but still finding himself. We talked about this in these trick positions. And I always advocate that you can't buy love and you can't buy women. You can pay them to be quiet up until that payment is not enough. How can a 18 to 20-year-old, because they start talking, if they've been in a relationship, quote unquote, 2 years.
22 now, so they had to start talking about when she was 20.
Okay, 19, 20, because you just don't start off in a relationship. So let's say 19, right? How do these seasoned men find themselves at being a victim in a sense? But I don't, some would label them a victim, some would not. How do they find themselves in this position every time?
I just think we've allowed women to be to not take responsibility. And since we allow women to not take responsibility, they put themselves, like you said, the trick bag. I call them marks. Like when you make such a large amount of money, fame, status, and you dealing with a broke woman that ain't got nothing to lose, she'll come up off your name. It's gonna springboard her into the stratosphere. $50 million.
And this is supposed to be days or around the same time he was to confirm his $100 million deal. So it's a money grab. But the thing with these reports and these headlines that I find interesting is that the women in the position are never seen as the victimizers or the predators of these men. Because you can't just, I tell you, you don't just get in a room with Shannon Sharpe. You don't just get in the room with Trey Songz, the UCLA basketball. You in college. How you in Vegas over? How you get over here?
Well, from reports say that they met in the gym. Now, look, when Shannon Sharpe worked out, he working at a regular gym.
Ain't he ain't work. It sound regular. It ain't regular, dog. He ain't going to Planet Fitness on Lakeshore.
Well,
He's still going to.
Remember they seen Boosie in Planet Fitness too. So
Boosie and Shannon Sharpe, two different monsters, dog. We talking about Shannon Sharpe, dog. He ain't going to a regular gym. It may not be private, but it ain't regular. Because they said she making OnlyFans money, so she paying the premium because she still want her privacy. Let's say she got a popping OnlyFans. It ain't enough for a fan that's you right in my neighborhood.
Have you ever heard of her before though?
I never heard of her.
Okay.
Gabby Zuniga.
See, like even that name, like I said, you never really heard of her. So, like I said, she's probably getting the most clout right now. I'm saying this, but I'm going to play some videos real quick pertaining to this situation. Then we're going to keep going because Outrage Wednesdays, I'm really pissed today because it seems like sex does more harm than it does good. And everybody seems to get bamboozled or finessed or hurt or taken advantage of some way, somehow when sex is involved. So that's what I'm mad about today. It just seems like everybody need to stop having sex because it seems like nobody understands sex. Or if you feel like you're having sex, you better make sure the person can't come up off you because of sex. Let's play this first video real quick.
Yes, sir.
The first video we're going to play is just I guess she was recording.
This is that snippet from their conversation.
Yeah, from their conversation.
Okay,
so she was recording. So it already seemed like she was already working a play.
You're recording it.
Right. So you could tell, she was trying to set him up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just going to get mad at and you're just going to hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
It ain't funny, but it's funny that
And to me, this is my thing. I think a lot of people listening to this will take it as him being aggressive, but to me, it sounds like they role playing to me.
and this is a thing in relationship that do have a toxic tone to them. They make certain threats of aggression, but they're not serious. It's more like a
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to choke you literally, but I'm going to handle you roughly, whether that's you see what I'm saying, maybe
Mm-hmm.
from a sexual perspective
Right.
or just cold shoulder. I'm not literally saying I'm gonna choke you, but with what we know what media does and why she put this out is to put the incentive on this man is threatening me. So
Right.
my other claim seems legit because I got some audio evidence to show you.
Right. And if you feel like this person is like this, why do you continue to deal with this person for 2 years and all of a sudden want money?
And this is a relationship that it's very hard for me to see a person in a intimate consensual relationship all of a sudden have these issues to this magnitude. Where it was assault to a degree.
Yeah.
Now you recording conversations, and this is my thing with like the Shannon Sharps and the guys that get to these levels. I believe guys work so hard to where I work so hard now everything else should just become easy because I got the money. Okay, I got the money. I'm this person. I shouldn't have to. You see, still deal with women that actually like you, dog. Like, and this is the elephant in the room. Where is her parents in the procession that she's dealing with a Shannon Sharpe for 2 years?
Well, she's not gonna tell her parents. Why would she tell her parents? And she grown. She out there, and then she already making OnlyFans content. She's already gone. So if she already making OnlyFans type content, you know her parents can't be too far. I mean, can't be too close to her. She out there. She out there in the world by herself.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's like, it's only a problem after the fact. Where we say, well, you're dealing with these old, because they'll try to flip it on him, saying, well, why he dating a younger woman, and then it's also the ethnicity, because
that part
Shannon Sharpe has subliminally vocalized what his preference is. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of women took to the point. It's usually that's what you get type of response.
Well, one, we know why he dealing with somebody this young.
We know that.
So let's call it like it is. He dealing with somebody this young because she's young, she's vibrant. You ain't gotta listen to the old bitch talking about I'm an oven. You know, you gotta warm me up. No, she hot, she ready. You ain't gotta worry about no her knees having to check engine light on. You ain't gotta worry about the oatmeal cream pie stomach. You ain't gotta worry about the C-section scars. You ain't gotta worry about her knees popping like 4th of July. She ain't gotta go get no stool so she can ride you or need assistance or hold me up or this woman ready to go. She 20 years old, 19, 20. Tight, tender, take the bra off, the titties still sit the same way. You know, she ain't got to wear a girdle or the quote unquote waist shaper. See, when I grew up, they called it a girdle.
Yeah.
Now they're calling it a waist shaper because it sounds
the waist triangle.
It sound a little bit better. Wait, it's a waist. No, bitch, that was a girdle to hold the fupa up, to hold the ass a little tighter.
But my thing, I had no problem with you dating the age group, but make sure they like you and it's the right. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I think
he going after this and she ain't rocking with she recording y'all conversation.
Yeah, but do I? This is always my. And I know we disagree on it. He tricking. We can agree.
We know he's tricking. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need you to like me if I'm tricking because I'm here to have sex with you.
I never seen a trick story end with a happy ending. I never seen a trick story end with a happy ending. Never.
Do you know how many people then tricked off in life? And I think the reason that, and this will go back to the statement that I made to you earlier. I don't take these situations serious because it's been broke niggas and grab your ass before you ain't got no lawsuits to them.
Yeah. But
so it's been times where you done had tricks probably done made a happy end. I would argue probably more so than not. The reason we have these because who Shannon Sharpe is, because who these famous men is, they know they can capitalize off of. But I'm pretty sure there's like the tricks in the hood. Excuse me, the tricks in the hood. They had a fun with the girl and she going by her business. Like I said, I just think it's because who these people are.
Yeah, but my thing with Shannon Sharpe is that, and guys like I said of that caliber, you seen your colleagues and peers go through this very same thing. What makes you think you're different?
See, this is where we always talk about the women date and think those same situations they are impervious to because it ain't gonna happen to them.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men feel the same way. I'm smarter than him. I got more swag than him. You know, women like me better than him. I look better than him. I keep my body up. So, you know, I might have more gravitas or more swag or more game to be dealing with these chicks. So it ain't gonna happen to me. But y'all all marks. You gotta understand. She 19, you 50, 54 at the time. What do y'all have in common? Nothing other than sex, and you got the money. And then one of the text messages said, "Hey, you know, you lose weight. I'm gonna go get your titties done." She know what's going on.
And also, you look at the process as far as how these come out, and then because you seen the suit, and then you hear the audio. Mm-hmm. These attorneys that are taking on these cases are coaching these women on how to do this.
Oh yeah.
When you saw the Cassie and okay, now the video show up. Because a lot of times, if you're under, if it's high profile, your attorney is going to have I guess you would call a close counsel with you, saying, "Hey, don't do this. Don't say this. Don't go on interviews. Wear these colors if you're going to go out in public because you're under the spotlight." For her to just jump out and put this audio out, let you know her intention from the gate. But I'm saying, Shannon Sharpe is what, 50?
56.
56. So he would have started dating her at 53. Let's give or take 53, 52. You shouldn't be paying for pussy at 52 in America. With the economy alone, you can leverage your status to a degree to where
I disagree.
Listen, I'm saying for this type of guy, not saying the guy that just got some dope money. I'm saying for these caliber guys.
Okay, so then the question is, I'm gonna let you finish. Do you think since he's this caliber guy, every chick gonna go for him? Just
No.
Because he might have wanted her, but he had to go a different route. Then he might have to go with her.
See, he already failed. You see what I'm saying? He going in with the, well, I want her. You need to be at this point. You've built so much to lose. Seeing what you got now, because they saying you offered a 10 million, so she gonna smack you probably for a little more. That's not worth you trying to take the easy street. I would just go for a chick that actually likes me versus having to shell out 10 million, 15 million, and pay my attorney and deal with the scrutiny to my brand that I took so long to build. It don't make sense. That's why I say it don't never have a happy ending.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And like I said, I think I kind of can agree with these type of guys, but at the same time, I don't work and build myself up too on the same, if we talk both ends, all right. I work myself and get myself in a position to where I don't want nobody to crumble it. Yeah. But then on the other end, I work and put myself in these positions that ain't nothing off limits. Now, you know, back in the day, if she didn't want to go, she didn't want to go. I ain't had the money to do it. But now if I see something I want, I want it. I will work, got myself in a position. I got the money. Ain't nothing off limits now. So I can see on both ends where you say, I don't want nothing to crumble it. Then at the same time, I don't work to this position. Nothing be off limits.
Right, but again, if this play out, let's say worst case scenario, because this is a Caucasian looking woman.
All right.
You got this audio evidence that sounds very damning just from this audio alone.
Well, not to me, but to other people.
I'm saying to the court that's green to it. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be worth what you spent and lose just for this one. When I can, again, it's a global entity, dog. He can go overseas. He can go anywhere in the world and cut down the risk of damaging my brand. That's why I'm saying, okay, I got this access and wealth. I want it, but I paid you couple $100,000 because I want it right now. Now I'm gonna have to pay you about 10 to 15 plus my attorneys.
Yeah,
that don't make it.
That's if you lose. I personally won't want to go through the bullshit, but
just to even go through it and still having to explain and damage my brand to that degree,
right?
That the math don't math, dog.
You're right.
Just for his caliber.
Let's play this where his response is.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million, What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
So I'm gonna say this first and foremost: we got to stop letting women be able to get in these relationships with these high-powered guys and being able to sue them. That got to be the first thing. Secondly, we got to stop lawyers from being able to just throw anything at the wall and hope it sticks.
Yeah,
because that's what it seemed like Tony Busby doing. Like he just throwing anybody that come with a good story and it sound close, plausible enough. He just going with it.
and this is like I said, this is like when you talk about racism, where people make it seem that, well, racism is not a thing anymore. It's a thing of the past. No, this has always been a thing. When you look at these headlines, you have Hispanics, you have Caucasian, other racist men who are also well-to-do, who is just as horny as these guys we see on our TV almost once, if not twice to 3 times a month. All black, high-powered men. So we got to ask, why all of the only men that are being caught up in these situations are men of color? When we know other men dominate these industries who are white, Jewish, Hispanic, etc., all in the same field, but you don't never see them in these headlines. It's only black men.
Well, I'm gonna say this: even when you listen to like the black women that's in the corn industry,
Yeah,
they even talk about interracial, quote unquote interracial, is only black men and white women.
facts.
So that today in 2025 still has some racial undertone because nobody really want to see a white man sleep with a black chick, but there's always the tabooism about this big black buck. Yeah. And even the text messages that we got and the race play that they're doing here.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. And that's why I said a lot of people just don't understand sex. And if you hear this call, because to me, when she's got quiet like that, it sounded like she wanted to be like sexy little girl, come take advantage of me. And we're gonna read some text messages that Shannon Sharpe posted on his page, because like I said, they have text messages of her saying, hey, come put the dog collar on me. I want to be abused. Like they have literal text messages of this girl saying, I want to be abused. That to me also looked like she was setting up whoever came around her like that. She was gonna play that role, abuse me, be aggressive, talk to me like this. I'm gonna record you. So I've been setting you up. I've been had this plan from jump. Same thing like we talk about. Hey, if I got a gun on me, I'm gonna use it. If I got a knife on me, somebody I'm gonna use it. Hey, I got this plan orchestrated in my head. I'm on OnlyFans, so I know about sex. So ain't nobody got to manipulate me to spread my pussy open for some money. I'm already doing this. Yeah. Probably been doing this since you jumped off the porch at 18. So you already know, hey, a big dog come this way. I got this knife on me. I got this gun. And that's gonna be this rape case. I'm here, whoever with. I'm here, whoever. I don't think it's just because he's black. I think if she would have got another guy, we'd have had the same situation.
I do think it's black because black men have a stigma and a stereotype that we're just overly horny.
I agree with you.
And it's the racial to where this young white woman takes interest in me, or another racial woman, because my woman, if you look at the surface from the conversations that we have on the internet all day, is that my woman hates me, or my woman is not a fan of me unless I'm doing something for her, or she come out the gate, treat me like a trick. This woman know how to play the role of actually liking me when she just playing a better role. You see what I'm saying? But these men get caught up each and every day. It's like they still haven't learned how to control the sexual appetite, one, and properly vet a woman who's really dealing with you, who really into you. Because what you think they relationship entail? One, by building a family or kids, is sex. So,
and that's why I said when we talk about tricking, I don't see an issue with the tricking aspect. I think because like they said at the beginning of the relationship, he kept trying to get her to sign an NDA and she wasn't signing it. That should have been a red flag that you ain't controlling shit anyway. If she say no, you still deal with her. You got to understand, like, you ain't in control.
Yeah.
So that's why I would go by, like, what am I in control? Then we know NDAs don't really mean shit. Hell, Trump had Stormy Daniels sign an NDA, and we see how that happened.
And you 50-some years old going through this, dog. You look stupid.
You do look stupid. I agree, you look stupid. But at the same time, it don't stop me from wanting some young, tight, tender, want to fuck, and I get it. You say somebody that like you at that point in life, you probably don't even you probably so this is some real shit. the reason this relationship worked for somebody like a Shannon Sharpe, I'm too busy to find out if a bitch like me.
Nah.
I'm too busy. Now I get it. You're gonna say, well, now you're going through this. You got to go through litigation. You got to go. That take your time away too. But I'm Shannon Sharpe. I'm making $100 million. I don't really know these bitches really like me. I don't know if they acting or nothing like that. Because anybody that come after the money, I'm gonna have some questions in my mind.
Well, I'm saying that because I would think he would have acquired the wisdom to know this at 54 as being a millionaire from, let's say, 22, 23 to 50.
Let me ask you this. So you think when he dealing with an 18, 19-year-old, he think he's dealing with her because she likes her? You think he think in his mind, this woman like me?
Yeah. To a degree, because again, if it's just a trick, let's say interaction, them type of conversations he even have, it shouldn't even. What I'm gonna choke you for when I'm already knowing I'm just buying pussy from you?
Because that's part of the whole thing. Like you heard of GFE,
I mean,
girlfriend experience.
I get that.
Like, so it's not just, it don't just go to the bedroom. Like I'm paying for your whole life to be a certain type of way. Like you got some dudes can strictly only pay for this hour to beat your back out. Then we got other guys that can drop a whole bag on you. I can pay 10 racks to get your titties done, but it's gonna be some phone calls. I need you to act like, hey, be a bad girl for daddy, doing all that. It go a little bit further because the money scratch a little bit more. So I get a whole different type of feeling, energy from you than a dude that got $200. Okay, you got $200. You come over here for an hour, do what you're doing. I get the fuck out. Ain't no phone calls, ain't no nothing. You hit me up when you got the money. Like I said, the lifestyle is just different. And the reason I know about this because I heard other guys like rich talk about this with the escort services and how they want to be treated and going further than just sex. Hey, I'm gonna call you, treat me like this.
I just think he went through too many red doors already to get to this point. Like I said,
I agree. Even after the NDA shit.
After the NDA is over. So now you on the phone doing this. Like, what are you doing?
Right,
at 53, as a Shannon Sharpe, you've been in the game, you've been around these high level guys. You seen with these all Micah Irvin, you seen all these your peers, and you still find yourself in these trick bags.
Let's read what the text messages say. So I'm gonna read out what these things say. So Shannon Sharpe posted on, I guess it's X, but it's a text from Gabriella Zuniga. Is that what you said? To Shannon Sharpe, November 23rd. I guess it's a lawyer put this out. 2023. I want to put my tongue in your a-hole and then marry you. Text
Shannon Sharpe saying this?
No, this is from her.
Okay.
Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, January 12th, 2024. That's my daddy. Fuck. I want you to put a big black baby in me. Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, August 6, 2024. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Text from Gabriella Zuniga to Shannon Sharpe, August 11, 2024. These messages are just a sampling of a broader pattern of graphic sexual communications initiated by Zuniga. The evidence paints a clear picture. This was a consensual adult relationship that included role playing, sexual language, and fantasy scenarios explicitly requested by Ms. Zuniga. The edited tape that Ms. Zuniga secretly taped and showed Mr. Sharpe during her blackmail attempt tries to falsely portray, as a result of this editing and out of context from prior text messages, that the sexual activity was not consensual. But Mr. Sharpe now believes her secret taping was all part of her plan to set up as a part of her blackmail scheme, as distorted by her edited tape, a copy of which she refused to make available to Mr. Sharpe or his counsel. If y'all watching the video, y'all make sure y'all share the video. Make sure y'all like the video. If y'all over there on Twitter, come over here on YouTube or Rumble or Instagram. Make sure y'all follow the pages. Make sure y'all like. And like I said, y'all put in the comment section what y'all think about this situation. But reading those text messages, what you think?
I think it's going to save him some grace because it can kind of dispel the audio.
Right.
Like this could be a whole role play type,
And see, that's why I think he was saving messages too.
Yeah. So he playing this card, but again, just having to go through the ordeal and play this chess and spend just because you still got to spend money on this counselor as far as how to mitigate.
I agree.
And submit all this to whoever.
Because when I came in here, the Lauren from the Breakfast Club, they don't play their videos because now they doing a thing. But if you play their videos, they flag you.
They do like flag.
Yeah. But she was saying that Shannon Sharpe released messages where she said, "Daddy, I want you to abuse me." See, so when you got all of that in text message, it's kink.
Yeah.
And like I said, a lot of people don't understand. I know if people be like, "Oh, it's race play." Shannon Sharpe too old for race play. If you go watch Django, your ass okay with race play. I don't give a fuck if Leonardo DiCaprio can get up there and say